Hey guys, what up? Today we're gonna do the mouse handler. So yeah, it should be easy. It's kind of simple, not too hard. So let's just get right on it. We're gonna implement, of course, listeners, because that's actually something that we need. And you can actually implement more than one interface class. So if you didn't know, you can. And where there it is, there's a little button. We're going to make that, just do OK for all of them. And yeah, so we're going to need a couple global variables. And we're going to start the first one with the exposition. Not the exposition, this is the exposition. I think it is. Oh, well. We got to do static first and then mouse. And then this is the button. So yeah, I'll set to -1. If it's -1, if it's not being pressed or anything. So we can go mouse handler, game panel, of course, and game. Can it find game panel? No, it cannot. So we just can go all enter on that thing, import class, and then game.run. Wait, no, that's JavaFX. Add mouse listener. This. Nice. That should do. So yeah, we need a couple public methods. So here, public int getX. And all we're going to do here is just going to return the mousex. Same thing here. Go. Jump right date. Yeah, awesome. So we're gonna get button as well, and we're gonna return mouse speed. So this is the button that's been pressed, basically. Music brought to you by College Music. It's a great live stream. It's pretty cool. So we want to go to drag here. And maybe not, actually. I guess we could do that. Yeah, let's do that, because that kind of makes sense as well. .getX. So yeah, that's a method in the mouse events there. We're going to use get Y. There it is. So yeah, after that we can go to mouse move. Mouse moved, and we're going to basically do the same thing. So we're just going to copy, paste it right in there, and there we go. Now the button press, where is it? Mouse pressed. So yeah, we're going to go mouse B equal to .get button. So yeah, if it's the left button, it's 1. If it's the right button, it's 3, and if it's the middle button, it's 2. So just keep that in mind. And then of course we want to set this back to negative if it's been released. So there we go, and that's basically the mouse handler. That's all the gist. Yeah. So let's go back to the game panel because we have some stuff to do with that. Where's the game panel? There's the game panel. So we should have an error, and there it is. Of course, all we do is this, and everything is fine. So that's game panel done. Job done. And yeah, where we want to go next. What we could do is make a new class. So let's go ahead and do that. New Java class and call it vector2d, vector 2df. So this is going to be a vector 2D vector class with float as a data type. So actually, hold on just a second. Oh yeah, it was already okay. What do we need? Of course, we need the x variable and the y variable for it, and we're gonna make it public. And then we're gonna have a public static float world x, which is totally different from the normal x. And since it's static, that means there's only be one instance of this variable. Not would, no, there. And so that's cool. And world x is different from the x and y because world x is going to be the actual the x and y position of the world itself. This is mainly going to be used for like tiles and stuff like that. tiles will be dealing with the world position rather than the position itself on screen. I mean, they will be on screen, so they will have their own x and y variable, but they're going to be like subtracted against the world x. Well, basically every entity. Oh, you'll see. Okay, you'll see. If I just like explaining before. I mean, it's pretty good. It's good explaining before actually doing, so you can understand it and stuff. But like, I mean, I've been doing this for a while. What I mean by for a while, I mean like just like 2 years, but like not consistent either. So maybe if we actually do the consistency down thingamajig, probably be like 6 months. I don't know. Vector 2f. So we're gonna call a constructor, of course, with pos x dot x and pos dot y, and that's it. Now we have to actually make that constructor. Vector 2f takes in a float x and float y as its parameter. And then all we're going to do is do this x is equal to x and this dot y is equal to y. That's it for that. And we're going to add a couple new things. Vector 2f. A vector class is very typical in game programming because everything is going to have vectors, including like physics and stuff. So you're going to have like you're going to deal with vectors differently and stuff like that. But I like to have this method in here called addx. It's not really a vector math thing. It's mostly just for me, so I don't have to add x continuously to a certain amount, you know, or x and y to a certain amount. This is mostly for like bullets or like anything dealing with speed. I might use that. Float I, why not? And it's equal to I. So this is me setting the actual variable instead of adding. So yeah, and this should be like f because it's a float. Oh shoot! Really? Oh, that's annoying. There we go. Cool. Let's go ahead and do probably void set vector, because why not? Since we already have the two separate things there, we can just do everything in one. And this would be this dot x. We don't really have to do that, really, but let's do it. Vect dot x and this dot y is equal to vect dot y. And I feel like, yeah, that should be, I want that to be vec. There we go. I don't know, just for reading purposes. Be consistent. And so many different ways to set a vector, but I think it's cool. Doesn't hurt to do another method. You might not use this, so still writing it though, don't lie. Well, I can see one purpose. Like when you don't really want to set, because we have one for individual, you know, but what if you want to set them both at the same time? Yeah, whatever, you know, just for preference maybe, or for, I don't know, for convenience, so you don't have to like call two methods, just call one, be done with it. That's probably one reason why. Then old y is equal to y. This is pretty important method right there. 2f, and we get world var. Also a pretty important vector method. Return new vector 2f x minus world x. So this is what I was talking about. Y minus world, actually y, there we go, and semicolon. Okay, another one, do you know what, we can just do this, string to string. I have another method, but we don't need it. X plus this, and that's the toString. We can do this as well. We can do override right there. And then we're overriding the method in the object. Is it object? I forgot what class it's called. What is the class called for this thing? What does it extend? It's not used, I know. It's not. It's gonna be used, but not right now. So yeah, that's the vector class handled and done. I'm gonna see what time. Yeah, 11 minutes. All right. We can. What can we do? Play state? Do something with the play state? Oh no, we probably have to set the game, the X, Y, and the world X and yeah, okay, so that would probably be here, wouldn't it? Yeah, it is. All right. So GameStateManager. So here we're gonna set like the vectors and stuff. We can do it before. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And I don't like this. Can I see something? No, I can't. Well, I shouldn't. It imports it for me anyways. So apparently, yeah, apparently that. Okay, that's weird. Don't know why, but okay, I don't know why I did this, but we can redo this. I want to see if that's actually okay. No, I messed up on the porting. Okay, we don't need that. Importing map. Then we're here, we're going to initialize it. Map is equal to new vector 2f. Alright, and it's game panel, right? Dot width, right? And game panel dot height. That's going to be the x and y. So yeah, then we can go vector 2f dot set over. Why not? And so yeah, so we create a vector and then we set the world vector here. And we should be done with that. So we've got keys down, we got stuff down. What could we do? Because that was pretty easy, right? That's all it takes. Oh yeah, I forgot. When you update, you actually have to set the world var again to map.x. That's why we, okay, so the reason why we actually have this public static is because we're actually going to use this to manipulate the x and y positions of our player. Because during this game, we're actually going to move the player, or we're going to move the scene instead of the player itself. Player is going to stay in the center of the screen most of the time. Like sometimes when we hit the boundaries, then we will stop moving the world and start moving the player. But yeah. And also we gotta start thinking about how we want to render exactly. So that's something to think about. And we probably could start with popping stuff off of like the array list. So we can go void pop maybe. Is that's suitable? And we can actually have. Would that be okay? Could be. I didn't think about this one. Alright, so we're just gonna have to do this then. Int state. And we can go states.get or dot move state. And there we go. And I guess one way to figure out which is what, you could do play is equal to 0 or whatever. Oop. And what? Pause, I guess. So that's 2. Ooh. Nope. Just game over. Let's try that. So yeah, we have 3 different states currently. We can pop it. Let's just add it, I guess. Then we have a bunch of if statements. If state is equal to play, then we can just do states.add. Okay, hold on. What if it's already in there though? Shoot. I can do a check. So for now, because we don't want to have multiple play states. I mean, I'm the programmer. That's not going to happen, right? We're not going to have multiple play states. I can account for that. Says me now. Let's just not worry about it for now. Because, like, I mean, it's not going to happen, right? I'm not that careless. I can make sure to make sure that all the states been popped off. Oh yeah, we don't have a, but we're just gonna do it. Oops. We might do it like a check method later. Menu pause. State.add. New pause state. This state is equal to game over, which is 3. New game over state. So yeah, we didn't make any of these classes, but we can make them now. So let's go ahead and make it. Can we do that? Where's the little button? There it is. Hey. Create menu state. Okay, yeah, we do it in the same state. Right, cool. And GSM. And we can just implement methods. Okay. Here we go, we got the menu state down. So yeah, just make sure that's create class, okay. GameStateManager, GSM, and then we can just implement methods, okay. And one more time. And that's, we're gonna have more states probably. This is what I can think of right now. Just say implement methods. Okay, there we go. We got all the menu states, or not all the menu states, but all the states so far. And in fact, we can actually public void add and pop. So here we accept the state, and then we can just we can pop the state that's on it right now. Which one do we pop? I don't know. I want this method before convenience. So if there's a state, then we can just already in play. We just pop it. Thinking about this a little too hard, didn't I? Dang, I don't know. Just remove the first one there. And add, or we can just do add and state. There we go. We just remove the first one in there and we just add the state. There we go. We can do that. So shift F10, make sure everything runs and compiles. Everything's fine. Okay, so we're done there. Yeah, I think that's enough. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I didn't explain a lot. Well, I feel like it didn't. But I mean, it's kind of explanatory, isn't it? Just popping and adding states. So yeah, we're going to do this a lot in the actual states themselves. One state's going to lead into another state. And so yeah, because that's how the world works in our game anyways. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.